good evening on Monday. It is a whole new week, it is a whole new waffle, it is the same old me. It's 6:20 at night. I did not start the waffle this morning, for I had no time in which to do it. Today was one of those days when you have to have 3 or 4 goes at your eyeliner before you look even passable to leave the house. Put it on, took it off, put it on, took it off, put it on, took it off, put it on, gave up. Oh, sorry, it's dusk and everybody's lights are ridiculously bright. So I left work. Please let me pull out one of you, thank you awfully. Oh my God, what is going on here? Move up. Right, I left work. I went to Aldi and bought potatoes, intending to go home and do jacket potatoes. And then after I left Aldi, amongst other things, not just potatoes, after I left Aldi, Natalie rang and said, can you ring Chip Shop? So I've just been to the chip shop, and our chip shop is incredibly popular. To be fair, they do very nice food and they're very reasonable price. One large bag of chips will feed 4 adults comfortably. So they're very reasonably priced, they're very good portions, they're very nice food, but it's incredibly busy every night of the week. There's no quiet night at our chip shop and no quiet time. I wouldn't want to work there because they must be knackered. But because Tammy wanted a spam fritter, they don't have those ready cooked. You have to wait for them to cook those, and that takes a while. I don't know why I'm telling you all this. This is incredibly dull. I'm essentially explaining why I'm not home yet. And for some reason, it's busy AF up here at the moment. Presumably because everybody's going to the chip shop with me. So I've got cod. Like I said, we've got 1 large bag of chips between the family. I've got a piece of cod, Tammy's got a spam fritter, Nat and Aunt have both got battered sausages, Tammy's got curry sauce, and I've got a bread roll. And if that is not the content you tune into my channel for, then I don't know what is. So yeah, I'm this tired. After I said goodnight to last night's waffle, I got into bed, I watched a bit of telly, and I dozed. I had a danger nap. This is why it looked like this today, because I had a flipping danger nap around about 9:30 and I slept for half an hour. And then at 10 o'clock I woke up and I was awake until 2. So yes, that was my bad. And that's why I have been like a wrung out dish rag all day today, because I'm very tired. So I will be going home, trying to survive the journey home. Going home, eating my food, ringing my mother. I have to email one of you guys back because you asked about some earrings, and I have to check what I've got and email one of you guys back. I'll do that when I get in. Thank you to those of you who've already purchased some earrings. I appreciate you very much, and I've been able to bump up the charity money a bit with it. And yeah, check out the earrings. Email one of you back. You know who you are. If you don't know who you are, you're the very kind lady who's been waiting very patiently for me to get back to you, because I am a shambles. And then hopefully did I say a shower? There's a shower in this somewhere. Eat my dinner, have a shower, go to bed, sort my hair out. I could get up in the morning and have my shower. I'm not working tomorrow, and I don't think I'm on the morning dog walk. I could get up in the morning and have my shower, and that would be a much better plan, because I'm tired now. And the thing is with having a shower now when I'm knackered is I'll be wide awake afterwards. Shower in the morning. Okay, rethink the whole plan. Are you ready? Go home, eat the food. Forgotten the rest of the plan. Go to bed, ring my mother. Go home, eat the food, check the earrings out, email the lady, ring my mother, go to sleep. Get up in the morning. Have a shower, wash and straighten hair. Can't remember what else is happening tomorrow. I think there was talk of possibly going to Costco tomorrow, although I don't know if that's actually going on or not. And Tamsin's coming around in the afternoon, and then we've got our grocery bingo tomorrow night, our first grocery bingo. Which, like I said, the plan is just to have a fun, you're very wonky, you bunch of wonkers, fun social night in with friends and play bingo for gravy granules and stuff like that. Don't let anyone tell you that I'm not excited. Come home to one very large parcel, which is my kite packaging order. That's not exciting at all. It's bubble wrap. In fact, there should be 2 rolls of bubble wrap in there.
There is 2 rolls of bubble wrap. They're upstairs.
Okay, so I've got 2 rolls of bubble wrap and a load of boxes. So that's what that is. And then one much smaller parcel. Now I know what's in here. And it certainly isn't anything that a person with that job description would be using. So if you order media from Tom the English Picker, it's possible that you may get something addressed to a dominatrix. This is Natalie's 7th season of Game of Thrones, which I bought from Tom. See what I mean about the chips? So everybody has already put a portion on their plate, and there's that many still left in the bag. 1 large chips is enough to feed 4 adults. So it turns out I did have a shower after all. Back to plan A. But also it turns out my bubble wrap arrived today. They did say your bubble wrap's upstairs. I feel like it might keep me going for a while. I've got to cut this down into manageable lengths. So what did you do with your Monday night? Well, I'm 1 hour in. And there's still quite a lot to do and I'm tired now. Okay, I started this at just after 7:30. It is now 9:20. It has taken me 2 hours of solid slicing and rolling, but I've got one of the rolls done. The second roll I will probably take in the garden and just chop in half with a saw later tomorrow, and then roll it separately because this has been long AF. But I might even not do it tomorrow. I might just put it in the loft as it is and do it at a later date. Quite what possessed me to buy so much bubble roll all in one go, I do not know. But there will be no excuse for any breakables to arrive broken from now on. On that note, me and my crazy hair, I'm going to call it a day and we'll see you in the morning. Okay, I am in the loft. All of the bubble wrap is now in the loft. The boxes are now in the loft. I think I'm alright for bubble wrap for a while. There's still a whole other roll that's going to go to the unit because it won't fit in the loft. The loft is somewhat jam-packed. It's organised, at least my idea of organised, but it is very, very packed. I just realised I filmed that bit in the loft and I didn't bother saying good morning. So good morning, and except it isn't now. It's 1:45. You may, oh look at a bandage. I just realised I've hurt my wrist. I don't know how. I think it might be a repetitive strain injury from cutting up that damn bubble wrap last night, which is one of the stupidest injuries anybody's ever had. Well, what hurt you? Bubble wrap. What? Yes, an injury caused by a protective substance.
Like when I cut my thumb open on that shoelace.
Yeah, so I'm furious because my wrist hurts, and Nat's furious because Darcy got in the car 18 times. Why are you furious, Tam?
I'm not furious, I'm perfectly fine.
We'll work on Tammy. We'll build Tammy's fury by the end of the day. Tune back in later for Tammy's fury. We're popping to the unit. Natalie's dropping stuff off at Nanny Ord's. I've got to take stuff to the unit, pick stuff up from the unit. I'm taking the big roll of bubble wrap, the second one, to the unit. Then we're going to Costco. And I can't remember why. Toilet roll, I think. Water, apparently. I don't know why we're going today. I think it's just because we kept saying we ought to go to Costco at some point, and then today was the day we decided we were. And Natalie apparently is having pizza. I don't know why, because she'll get 3 bites in and go, oh, I'm done.
Oh, I haven't had Costco pizzas.
Maybe you and Tammy should have a pizza slice between you. I don't want any pizza. You think you're not sharing your pizza with Tammy, and then you're going to want any more pizza. Do you want this, Tammy? So you plainly will be sharing it. Well, you'll pick the pepperoni off, surely. Huh?
Who doesn't like pepperoni?
You.
I don't mind the taste of it, it's the texture of it I'm not keen on. I don't mind the taste of it.
Well, you can just lick the pepperoni, mate, no problem. That's that problem solved.
Well, there's still a bit the texture though, won't it? Because I'll still be able to feel it on my tongue.
Well, then pick it off, which was plan A. Yeah. It's not me, is it? It's not me, is it?
Pepperoni, that's what I'm saying, it's just it wouldn't be my first choice.
I was like, Tammy can pick the pepperoni off. I like pepperoni, do you? No, well, I like...
I'm getting out.
I'm getting out in a minute, let alone you.
Is this...
All unit stuff is dropped off and picked up and parcels are now done. And either we are master negotiators or
she's just really nice.
She's just really nice, or people are suckered into paying more than they ought to pay all along. One or the other. One of those three. So we went in 6 months ago. I renegotiated the contract
For the unit.
price on the unit. You may remember me doing it. And I was very proud of myself because I thought it meant that I was wonderful. And now for how easy that was, I'm starting to think maybe it wasn't me that was wonderful, or maybe it's just easy. But, you know, I was very proud of myself being a good negotiator at that point. But it was a 6 month price that the guy gave me. And so a couple of weeks ago, Tammy, who does the email admin on it, got an email through saying, nah, putting your price up.
Yeah.
So currently paying 200 and it was going to go to 240?
203 and it was going to go to 240, yeah.
Yeah, so they want to put a £40 increase a month on, and we were like, oh, don't want to pay that. And so I said, wonder if we can renegotiate again. It worked last time, maybe we can do it again. So we strolled in there just now. There's a very nice lady there, and we said, we're here to either beg or plead, whichever works best, because we've had an email to say you're renewing the upgrading. What not? You don't upgrade a price. What do you do? Increase the price, and we don't want to. And she tapped a few buttons on the computer and she said, okay, I can do one of two things and they're both cheaper. And I thought, at that point, I thought she was going to say, if you have a smaller one.
Yeah, and then we were like, no.
I was bracing myself because I was like, can I squeeze it into a smaller one? Yeah.
Did that.
I was like, we can squeeze it into a smaller one, but we don't want to. And she went, you can either sign up for a year's contract and have it for 187 something.
187.
Yeah. And we were like, okay, because we're thinking, yeah, year's fine. And she said, or you can do 6 month rolling contract at 19 something, 195.
But if we cancel it in the year, we have to pay out the year, don't we? That's
Yeah.
the thing, we can't cancel it.
So I looked at Tammy looked at me and said, well, we'll take the year. We're not anticipating any change going on. We'll take the year. Even if something wonderful happened and Tammy moved out, I could keep it on until the end of the year.
Were you still saying something wonderful,
Well,
like me going somewhere would be pleasant
The
for
implication is for you to move out, something wonderful would happen for you.
you? Like win the lottery.
To achieve that. Yeah, that's what I meant. You know what I mean? If something wonderful happened and Tammy didn't have to live in my spare room, because much as I like having her and you're all right there, you don't particularly want to live in our house, do you? Maybe she does. Oh, okay. In that case, if something wonderful happens, you can just give me all your money and stay. If you win the lottery...
If I win the lottery, I'd move out, but I'd
No, she
me.
just said she likes living in the house. You're
I
my
do, but I'd
witness.
take you with me.
But yeah, I don't
I'd buy you a
anticipate
nice
anything changing
bungalow.
in Tammy's life because she can't afford to live on her own, and I assume she didn't want to. But maybe she wants to live with us. Maybe you don't want to live on your own anymore.
I've got a plan for when I win the lottery. I'm going to buy land.
Buy land and build things. What, like large Legos or something?
That's what I'm going to have.
Massive
Lego.
Lego.
I'm going to build like us all individual houses so we can all stay near to each other and the dogs can all
I'd
see
like
each
to live
other
in like
every day.
you know, like a compound. Like sometimes Far Eastern countries have. They all live in a family compound and they all have their own individual dwellings, not jellings.
Dwellings.
I don't know what they do about their jelly, but they have individual dwellings. But they're in one large compound, so you're all kind of living together. You can get together for meals and stuff like that. But you've also got your right. That would be perfect.
That's the plan. If I win the lottery, I'm buying land. I'm going to build you a bungalow.
That would be fine.
I'm going to build probably me a bungalow.
But my point being, if this wonderful thing happens, we won't need the unit, which is where we came in. But we just keep it on for the year. Yeah. So even if anything changes to our situation, I would just keep it on till the end of the year anyway. And then it got even slightly better because she went, oh, do you know what? I have another 5% off. Thank you. Yeah. So we're going from 280, which we were paying when we first took this unit.
Yeah.
We went down to 200, which we're very excited. Now we're going to under 180. At this rate, they'll be paying us, mate. We're just picking Nat up. She popped into Nanny Ord's to drop some stuff off while we were in the unit. So we're just picking her up and then it's Costco. That's literally the only thing I can play on the piano. That's my party piece. You're welcome. Do not look out for me at the Royal Albert Hall anytime soon. Tammy, who is no fun at all, left us to it. She did not stay and play. We don't need an slushy, we've got a slushy. We don't need a juicer, we've got a juicer. We don't need a robot hoover, Molly would eat it. Molly would eat a robot hoover so quickly, and I've been offered so many. Very
similar to yours, but they are designed to slip on.
Oh, I like
back.
those.
Yeah, they're
How much
probably
are
really
they?
good for you. 32,
Oh.
and they're very similar to what you already wear, so
I
they should be
need
comfy.
the US 9, I think. I haven't got a sock on though, so I can't try them.
Yeah, that's
Or
a
is it the
UK
US
6.
10?
So you've got
What Lego did you find? Advent calendar. You had that last year, didn't you?
Yeah, they do a different one every year. I didn't know they did a Star Wars advent calendar, though. That's cool.
$22.78. I do like a schnitzel. Rosie and Jim. Rosie and Jim. Rosie and Jim. I bloody love a schnitzel. Used to really annoy my dad because if he went away, I would order a schnitzel and he'd be like, "You always have the same thing." I was like, "It's because I don't have it at home and I really like it." I used to get really annoyed. Look at this. I love this. Dr. Seuss the Grinch, Grinch and Tree statue. That's so cool. £35 plus VAT, I think. I just don't have the right kind of house for it. It would be smashed. And then there's this guy, look.
I know. We love a cracker.
Jim Shaw.
Grinch! Oh, look! Oh!
Holiday moose. I think there are far fewer homes in the UK that have the space for the amazing decor pieces that some of the US houses have. Our homes tend to be a lot smaller. Don't get me wrong, some of us are extremely wealthy and have massive houses, and I don't know why I said us because I'm plainly not in that group. It's one of the few nativities I've seen where the child doesn't look very startled. Although logically, if you'd just been born and all these people locked up, you would be a bit startled, wouldn't you? Okay, what have we got? Creative water. Whose is the water?
Mine.
Tammy's water. Natalie's Red Bull. We don't talk about Red Bull. My Pepsi Max from Iceland yesterday. Nat's bought a box of croissants and pain au chocolat. Tammy's bought herself some Rubicon
Vitamin water.
vitamin water because she's got to get her vitamins from somewhere because she refused to eat a vegetable.
12 pot noodles.
12 pot noodles, that's a lot.
They were
Horrible
quite
food.
cheap, and the kids will eat them. I have them at work occasionally. I like to leave one at work in case I end up not being able to go out and get food or anything.
Rather you and me. The salted caramel crispies were reduced and they were lovely last time, so we've got another bag of those.
Tuna.
I've got new shoes. Show you them when we get home later.
No, they're for Christmas.
Somebody's bought tuna chunks.
Big.
A lot of it. Nat bought a chicken.
Sugar.
I've got a big bag of icing sugar. Tammy's got apple juice, which apparently will sort out all her stress.
A big.
Considering I am her stress, I can't see that working. Massively
I'm just going to throw
affected.
the bottles at you.
Nat got a bag of chicken tenders. The reasons are for work because both me and Ronnie at work love them.
Broccoli
salad because I like it and I always buy it when I come
And
here.
got milkshake.
Ant's got milkshake. Ant's also got Aero peppermint.
And we've all got toilet.
And we've all got toilet roll. Huzzah! So if anybody needs a wee, you can come to our house. We've got it covered. Don't know. Right, we are at our inaugural bingo night. Look, I've got all my inveterate gamblers with me. Are you all feeling lucky? Yeah. The prizes are very exciting. There we go. Look, there's our prizes. I'm not telling them. It's going to be a wonderful surprise for them each time. On its own, number 9. 1 and 3, 13. All the 2s, 22. Why are you looking at me like that? I'm not Billy.
I've been giving you this number with mind power.
We have finished our bingo. Hands up if you want a prize.
Don't wind me up.
Did you not win that?
No,
Why didn't you win that?
because you're a rubbish caller.
Because I'm a rubbish caller.
And you didn't open your psychic chakras and listen to my number.
I don't think I've got any psychic chakras.
Problem then, isn't it?
Has everybody had a good night?
Yes.
Yeah. Did everybody win the prizes they wanted?
Atrocious. I'd gone over
No.
the could.
No. Well, you got coffee and dolmio. What more did you want?
I wanted the biscuits.
Not the biscuit. Maybe Tina will
got
swap them.
biscuits.
Maybe Tina really wants the coffee. Maybe we should do a trade.
I want the
She's
custard.
like, no, I won't. Like what?
I want the custard.
You got the Toblerone.
I got the custard.
I got the Toblerone.
We have had fun. They're now all sitting here discussing their Christmas plans, and I've just noticed I'm not invited to any of it. Not one person has gone by the way. Bit late now.
We invited you last year. You didn't want to go.
Didn't get invited to Dancing on Ice or whatever it is they're
We
going
did
to.
invite you to the
We
ice
did.
camp. You said no.
You
It
said
sounded
no.
like you'd get cold.
I did say that. That's right. It was true. It's fair play. Yeah. All right. Good morning. On Wednesday, these two are playing, and welcome to Carla's world of, well, this is fun, isn't it? I had a bandage on this yesterday when we went out. It got steadily worse during the day, and by yesterday evening I had so much pain in it that I was almost in tears. I could not use it. When I was calling the bingo, I had to use my other hand, and you can see it's. Natalie bandaged it for me overnight so that I could sleep. It is slightly swollen. I don't know if I can hold the phone with it so I can show you my normal sized hand. Fat hand. I can't move. I can move my thumb inwards like that, but I can't move it backwards, and I can't. If anybody high-fived me, I think I'd scream. So I just put some pain gel on. I'm going to take another painkiller, another anti-inflammatory, and that's going to wrap it back up for me today, just to support it really. I think the benefit of having a bandage on, even if the bandage isn't helping much, is it reminds you not to use it because of the screaming pain that I get if I use it without thinking. So I did try to sit myself up during the night by pushing myself on my wrist as usual, and yeah, the pain goes down from the first knuckle of my thumb here. It goes down to the wrist, and then it goes up the other side and up the little finger. No idea what I've done. No idea. There was no incident. I was fine when I went in the loft yesterday morning. I came down out the loft, I was doing my parcels. By the time I was doing my parcels, I was saying to Anthony, I can't use the scissors, you'll have to cut this. He was doing something as well. I said, you'll have to cut this because I couldn't use the scissors. And I assumed it was just an RSI from doing the bubble wrap the night before. But now I'm wondering if I did something without realising, trapped a nerve or something, because it's not got any better. And it hurts like fury. I'm supposed to be driving today to go and get the... Ow! Apparently I also can't scratch my head. To go and get the... Mole, shush a minute, love. Trying to think with that background noise is quite hard. The painted pottery that we did when we went with Mum. And I don't know whether I'll be safe to drive. So what I will do is I'll wait till the school runs over and the road is dead again. I've got water dogs anyway, and then I will very carefully take the car around the block and see if my hand is affecting my driving. Look, it's not my clutch hand. My gears hand is what I'm trying to say. Gearbox. Use the clutch with your foot. Luckily, it's not my gearbox hand, so it wouldn't have to grasp and stuff like that. But if I can't turn the wheel safely, then I won't attempt to drive anywhere today. I don't know what Anthony's up to. He might drive me over there, actually. If he's got a quiet day, I'll find out. But yeah, if I don't feel like I'm safe to drive, I won't. And then tomorrow I'm supposed to go to Mum's, and again, I will judge it by how it feels. But I did have things I wanted to do today. Not a huge amount, and nothing that requires immense manual dexterity, but it's just frustrating, isn't it? Stupid injuries that you don't even know how you got them. How stupid is that? Out with dogs. There's that dog. The others are around somewhere. Bella's not here. She's with Anthony. Nat's bandaged me back up again. Nat's helped me get the harnesses on the dogs. I have managed to load the washing machine with my left hand. My left hand is all right for large manual dexterity, but it doesn't have any small motor skills at all. I can't write with my left hand. I couldn't even hold a bingo pen last night with my left hand. And my hand was like, what are you asking me to do? I don't understand. So, yeah, Nat's helped me get these out. So I'll walk them. It's gone very chilly. I've got my new shoes on. The ones I got in Costco yesterday, which are Skechers. They're not called slip-ins, they were called something else. You know, Skechers bought these slip-ins. These are called Swift Fit. And basically the back is rigid so that you can put them in without undoing them. So this bit here is really firm. They're incredibly comfortable. I put them on and they immediately felt perfect. Whether they remain that way, I don't know. But my other trainers don't feel, my other Skechers trainers have a particularly high arch fit and they hurt by the time I've worn them for a day, whereas these don't feel that way. So yeah, I will report back. These were like 30 quid in Costco, so if they turn out to be really good, I'll let you know. You can tell there's a lot more dampness in the air because my hair is not behaving. I am walking down to the main road where Anthony's going to meet me and pick me up in his car to go and pick up our pottery. It's not Anthony's pottery, mine and Mum's and Nat's, from the pottery painting place. I said to Anthony about what I needed to do and he said, I haven't got a very full day, I can take you. So I think that's better than me attempting to drive and possibly being a danger on the roads. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm walking down there. I've just realised that I didn't take any painkillers yet today and I have instant regret about that. I need painkillers for my legs as well as my flipping wrist now. Here's what I found in the pottery shop gift shop. That I lay my gonk shortbread rounds in a gonk tin. I like those. They've got some lovely tins of stuff. Look. I like that one as well with the dogs on. Embossed dog tin with lemon and orange biscuits. That's lovely. They've got some really nice stuff. It's Flourish at Glenavon Farm. I know I've mentioned it before, but if any of you are thinking of somewhere for a nice day out, you don't have to do pottery painting. There's a very nice cafe and a farm shop. And then, yeah, a very, very nice gift shop where you can spend an absolute fortune on all sorts of lovely things. So, yeah, if you're considering a day out, you might well come here. Bella, however, has not loved it and she's rushed back outside. I don't think she likes the smells in here. It smells of candles and bath stuff, and I think that's made her run away. There's another gonk. I like these ones. Okay, so we picked up the pottery that we made when we came with Mum. So Natalie made a bowl for Darcy's evening snackies. Darcy has a snacky every evening before bed. So that's nuts. Try and do this very one-handed to see well, one hand's holding the camera for starters, but also even if it wasn't, it doesn't really work. There's Mum's. Mum went for more of a Jackson Pollock-esque kind of arrangement going on there. That's Mum's bowl. And I did a spoon rest and stuck to my usual method of making lots of dots. So I did film this on the day, so you'll have seen this in the making, but when it's glazed it comes out completely different. So there's my spoon rest. Very spotty arrangement. And they spelt me with a K again. They always spell me with a K. There you go, there's my spoon rest. And then Anthony and I had had a mooch around the farm shop. Bella did not have a good time. Bella did not enjoy being in the farm shop at all. I don't think she liked all the different stimuluses, noises and smells and too many people and stuff. She did not enjoy it, so we didn't stay long, but we got... Okay, so yeah, sorry, my phone rang. So I was saying, we had a little wander around the farm shop, and Anthony's got a black Bob extra mature cheddar because he does like a strong cheese. I got... There's a flapjack in there, a chocolate chip flapjack, which I thought I would share with Mum. Both Anthony and I thought we'd have barbecue pulled pork pasties. They look nice. So I'm going to cook them when I get back, and I'll have one after his dog walk. There's fudge in there as well, that was reduced. And to make it up to Bella for her traumatic experience of having to go in a shop, we've got chicken jerky dog treats. You okay? Apparently it was awful. She's not one of life's natural shoppers. She does not enjoy shopping. It's difficult to open.
Well, you
Ant's
don't
trying to
fucking
man this open.
They've sealed it themselves with their own sealer and it's crap.
It's trying to man it open.
I can't keep fuck on.
You're creeping a bit closer when you were at the packet, weren't you? She'll think about it, apparently. £3.95, she'll think about it well and good. Okay, Google, set a 35-minute timer.
Got it. 35 minutes. And that's starting now.
I took my bandage off so I could put the rubber gloves on to do the spuds. And now I feel like I've done a 4-hour workout. I'm going to get Nat to bandage me back up again. State of me wig!
State your barnet.
State of me barnet. Can't believe what I've done. I was supposed to meet up with Leslie today. The lovely lady who gave me a bag of clothes, Shush Molly, earlier in the year, messaged and said, oh, you know, would you like to meet up and have a coffee? And she'd had some more clothes, which is neither here nor there. We were supposed to meet her for a coffee and I completely forgot. I was supposed to meet her at 2 o'clock and she's just sent an email saying, I hope everything's okay. I waited till 2:20 and then I had to leave. And I'm mortified and I'm Molly Shush, love. I'm absolutely mortified and I'm so sorry, Leslie, if you see this. I've emailed her back immediately, but I don't know what to do about my memory. My memory is just, Molly Shush, darling. She's just licking your face. I know you're just playing, but shush. My memory is just shot to pieces and I don't know what to do about it. I feel awful. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Molly. Happy birthday to you. You are 7.
Hip hip hooray!
7? How did you get to be 7? I mean, through proper care, love and attention, but can you please go on to be 70 is my point. 7 or 70 in dog years.
Happy birthday!
No, 7.
49.
No, 7. 49. That's better. Yeah, 49 in dog years. Oh
But
wow,
even
you're
then,
middle-aged.
There are studies since then that suggest that that's not accurate.
Good. I want you to be about 2.
They reckon the first 2 years are right. They're about 15 come 2, and then after that it's more like 5 years for every year.
What's that make her?
So 15, about 40.
About 40. You look about 40. You look like a woman of 40, to be honest, Molly. Your jaded expression. Yeah. But yeah, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Mum.
And you're coming to Nanny's today, aren't you, for your birthday? We're going to go and see Nanny. You, me and Nanny today. Yeah, look at your ears, but you love Nanny, don't you?
Nanny will buy your present.
She will. She will buy your birthday presents. So good morning proper on Thursday. We've already sung good morning and happy birthday. We don't sing good morning. We've already sung happy birthday to Molly. She's in the back. She's coming to Nanny's today, aren't you? Go see Nanny, aren't we? Yeah, it's good. I've got steak for her dinner, for her birthday dinner tonight. Yeah, you heard Nanny's and steak. What a day. I have taken the bandage off my hand and I can drive. So I have a lot more movement in it today than I had yesterday, and a whole lot more than the night before. It still hurts if I move it a certain way, and I need to remember not to twist it, and I cannot grab and lift heavy with it. So I've got the bandage with me. Sorry, squirrel. Got the bandage with me. Literally ADHD. Ooh, squirrel. In my handbag in case I need to put it back on. Kind of for support, but also because, like I said earlier in the waffle, having the bandage on reminds you not to use it, whereas otherwise you reach out and grab things without thinking. So I'm bringing the bandage with me in case I need it during the day, and it is still painful. I don't know what I've done. Still no idea what the problem is. I've put pain gel on, anti-inflammatory gel. I've taken paracetamol this morning. I said, didn't I? I think I said I had a diclofenac the other night. I wouldn't take one of those if I was going to drive anywhere, because I went to sleep very quickly after it. So I definitely wouldn't be taking one of those if I was going to be driving. I have naproxen prescribed for my legs, and I try not to take them very often because I don't want to become too reliant on them on the daily, although with the way things are going I may have to consider more frequent medication. So I have naproxen with me if I need them. I have codeine, which I very much avoid taking because of the bunged upness that it produces in the toilet department. The Manjaro already does enough of that without adding to it. So I have a full cornucopia of pharmaceutical delights at my disposal, but I do try not to pop them in like Smarties if I can avoid it. So we are off to Mum's. I've got Molly in the car. We've had one of those mornings, to be honest. I woke up and discovered that my MOT is due next Thursday. So the last thing you saw of me yesterday was me realising that I hadn't gone to meet Leslie. I was mortified. I'm so embarrassed. She has been lovely about it. And you're wonking again. Stop having a quick wonk every time I look away. She's been lovely about it and says she's happy to arrange another time to meet up, and I am so embarrassed because that's not who I want to be. I don't want to be someone who's unreliable. But my memory is, as I said, letting me down ridiculously. And I put it in my diary and then I did not open my diary to look at it. So I'm going to start trying to utilise the calendar function on my phone more and have it send me reminders of things that are happening that day and the next day, and see if that helps. Because I am far too often on my phone, and plainly a paper diary isn't doing it for me. So yeah, that was the last you saw of me yesterday, was me realising I hadn't gone to meet Leslie. I spent the afternoon in my bed, basically. My wrist was bad, my legs were bad. I recorded and edited a video for Friday. This morning I finished editing the car boot for Monday, so I wasn't completely useless, but not massively productive really. And today is Mum's, so off we go to Mum's. I don't know what, I should probably want to go for a carvery, and at least with the carvery Molly can go. As long as we sit in the bar, Molly's allowed to sit in the bar area, so I don't think she's got much else up her sleeve. Mum, that is, not Molly. Molly doesn't have sleeves. Didn't I tell you my short-term memory is shot to pieces? I've just realised that I was halfway through telling you about our somewhat stressy morning and I didn't even do it. Honestly, ridiculous. So I was saying, I realised that my MOT is due next Wednesday and that I hadn't booked it in anywhere, and of course everywhere gets very booked up for MOT, so the place I wanted to take it, they couldn't do it until the 27th, it expires on the 23rd. The couple of places, other place I looked at, they couldn't do it until the 25th, 26th. One place could do it on the 22nd, but they were the other side of town and it's a day that I'm working, so I couldn't work out the logistics of getting the car over there, getting back for work, etc, etc. And in the end I rang my old mechanic Martin and he was like, yes, I can do it on Wednesday. So the car's got to go up Wednesday for MOT. I am working Wednesday, but Tammy will follow me up to drop it off. It's only local, so Tammy will follow me up to drop it off and then she'll drop me at work. And then she will return in the same direction and take Teddy back to the vets, because Teddy's been to the vets this morning. Told you we'd had a difficult morning. Anthony brought Teddy upstairs and he said there's something wrong with his dew claw. So if you don't have dogs and you don't know about this, dogs have their normal 4 toes with their claws on, and then they have what is essentially a thumb, but it's considerably further up the wrist or at the ankle, as the case may be, and it doesn't really serve a purpose. Obviously dogs don't have an opposable thumb, they don't use it for anything, so as far as I can tell, I don't know why evolution hasn't got rid of it, but anyway. And he had twisted his dew claw out at a right angle and it didn't want to move. We gently touched it to see if it would move back, and we were very worried that he might be in pain, so we didn't want to cause him any pain. He's limping on it, so we didn't want to touch it and hurt him, and it didn't seem to want to move back. So I said to Tammy, I think you're going to have to give the vets a tinkle and see if they can fit him in. And at first they said 5 p.m. and we were like, can you do it any sooner, because he is limping, he does seem to be in some pain. And they said 10:30, so Tammy rushed him up there, and at first they thought they were going to have to knock him out and operate to actually remove the entire dew claw out of its, I suppose it's a nail bed, isn't it, claw bed. But what they've done instead is they've cut it down as far as they can. They've put some stuff on it so it won't bleed, the same stuff that they put on if they cut you too far. And he's got 5 days of antibiotics twice a day, and he's got to go back Wednesday and have it looked at again, and he's got to keep it clean. That's going to be the challenge, keep him in clean, because he's not one of nature's clean dogs. Despite being a pretty fluffy little boy, he's not a naturally clean dog. He likes to get in the muck. So that's been our interesting morning. And then sort of Tammy brought him home, and then we had to put half an antibiotic tablet down him, so he doesn't love me anymore. I'm in his black books for shoving antibiotics down his throat, whereas Tammy is the world's best thing, because she took him on a jaunt in the car. He doesn't care where he goes. And then of course she gave him a lovely treat after I'd given him the antibiotic. She's God's gift and I'm the devil's dumplings, apparently. But yeah, so that's been our interesting and slightly chaotic morning, and that's what I started trying to tell you, and then I got sidetracked into forgetting and telling you about my bad memory instead. The irony. I've got my mother on board. Hello. Say hello, Mother. And I thought Oh look, there's my mum's neighbours as well. Look, Anne and Nick. There's
They're just
Auntie Anne
coming
there. You
back,
love Auntie
good
Anne,
Lord.
don't you? Yeah, got my mother on board, and I thought I would just pick up the camera because I was reading you guys' comments on last week's waffle. They were talking about the pictures, the photos and whatever. But also, a lot of people said you looked very lovely on both of your wedding days.
Oh,
So that was nice.
so you must have put both wedding pictures on.
Yes. Yeah, I was filming the photos, and I was in one of them. But the one that I wanted to put up of Uncle
With your lovely
John,
hair.
the one that I wanted to show him a photo of Uncle John, and that was from your first wedding. So
Yeah.
yeah,
He wasn't around for the second one.
he was.
I don't think he was.
He was. There's photos of him at your second wedding somewhere. I've seen
Did
him.
he come to the wedding?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
remember that.
Yeah. There's photos of him
Well,
standing
you were
in the
quite little, weren't
in the
you, when I
picture
wrote it?
with Auntie whatever her name is. We decided he's in that one.
Auntie Nance.
Anyway, also I said in the vlog, I was talking about things that Granny Hammond used to say, and one of the things that Granny Hammond used to say, I said a few weeks ago, she used to say, up Shah's back of Joss is where
Yeah,
they back
where
horses.
the back horses.
Where are you going, Gran? Up Shah's back of Joss is where they back horses. And then another one that she would say was up the Wooden Hill to Bedfordshire.
Yeah.
And I said how strange it was that she would say that, because my entire life I've known her, she lived in a bungalow. She didn't have to go up the Wooden Hill to Bedfordshire. And people were saying in the comments about things that their grands used to say. And another one that came up was, it's looking a bit black over Bill's mother's.
Yeah.
And Granny Hammond definitely used to say that, didn't she?
remember that.
Meaning the weather was looking a bit
Yeah.
dodgy. Oh, it's looking a bit black over Bill's mother's. And we say, who's Bill? And who's his mother? Yeah, so they get
Yeah.
that's another.
Yeah.
But there's several others. Can you remember any of the other things she used to
No.
say?
No, I remember that.
Every now and again they come out. Every now and again you say one, you go, Granny Hammond used to say that. But yeah, so it's looking a bit black over Bill's mother's was definitely one.
Yeah, I didn't know that one.
Yeah, and people have said a lot of things in the comments that their parents used to say, and that you've no idea where it comes from.
Up north, I always thought.
Well, that's it. I assumed it was a northern saying,
Yeah.
but nobody in the comments has. When I said, "Does anybody else ever heard up Shara's back of Joss is where they back horses?"
They've never heard of it.
Nobody had heard it. That's the first time anybody had heard it. People were saying, "No, does it mean like where they put bets on?" I was like, "Yeah, where they back horses would be
Yeah.
where they put bets on horses," but nobody else had heard the saying. Nobody else responded and said, "Oh yeah, my family used to say
But
that."
I would have
so-
thought back at Joss's was where they do illegal bets.
I should imagine,
bets,
around the back of wherever,
Yeah.
where some bloke takes a dodgy bet on the races, yeah. Up Shah's back of Joss is where they back horses. And up the Wooden Hill to Bedfordshire, that was the one that I came
Give
out
you
with
an
last
inch, you
week.
take a yard.
Yeah, and how old are you, Gran?
Old as me tongue and a little older than my teeth.
That was definitely a Granny Hammond one. As old as me tongue and a little bit older than me teeth. I remember her saying that hundreds of times, yeah. So yeah, I know all the standard ones. I know your eyes are bigger than your belly and stuff
Yeah.
like that. But yeah, how old are you, Gran? As old as me tongue and a little bit older than me teeth. So there you go. But yeah, look, quite a lot of people chipped in the comments with things that their family had said, and it was
Yeah, it's funny, isn't it?
yeah.
We're not so far apart.
We are going out for lunch. I think I'm driving to the carvery, Mum. I don't know if that's where you want to go, but I think that's where the car's going.
I just thought that's where Molly would go.
Yeah, Molly can have carvery as well. I put my bandage back on because by the time I'd driven to my mum's, my wrist was aching again. So I put it back on to remind me not to overuse it. She'll pop up along and we'll go for lunch. What's happening, Molly? Here's your birthday present. Get your birthday present from Nanny. What you got? What is it?
Happy birthday to you. You don't want the scissors, my sweet.
Take this, thank you, Nanny. Thank you, Nanny. So thank you very much, Nanny. She absolutely loves
She does
those.
love them, don't she?
Yeah, they're the good boy braids, I think they call it. They call it a braid.
Large chewy braid.
Large chewy braid. You alright there, Mom? You
Happy
coping?
birthday to you.
Is that nice? 2 birthday presents, Molly. 1 birthday present and 1 other one.
That's more fun, isn't it? than
Just having seen the way you throw, you're not being on my cricket team, okay?
I don't throw. I don't throw one.
Does it squeaky? I'm sure it
I
went
squeak it.
squeaky.
I squeaked it so it does.
Can you make it go squeaky squeak? Can't you squeak it?
Become a bit senior dog. You need somebody to help you.
So nice. Molly's not the only one who's got a gift. Look, Mum's upgraded me to a tubey grip. Look how posh I am now. It is more comfortable, I have to say.
It looks better and it might do more support.
Yeah, it's more comfortable.
Anyway.
I'm home. Well, I'm back out again, obviously. I'm home from Mum's. I'm out on the dog walk. I'm not entirely sure the tubey grip is an upgrade because I'm not sure it's holding the thumb where I want it to be held, but Mum was convinced. And sometimes it's easier just to go, thank you, Mum, that's great. What have I got on the seat? I don't think I'm doing anything. It depends on what the date is today, whether I need to do a parcel tonight. I don't know if it's the 16th or the 17th today. I think it's the 16th, in which case my parcel can wait till tomorrow. I think. And the reason I want it to wait till tomorrow is because it's in the loft and it's a picture frame, and I don't think I can climb to the loft and carry down a large framed picture tonight, and I'm not sure I can pack it on my own either. So I think we'll wait until Natalie's home and she can help with getting it down out the loft at least. And then maybe I'll pack it in the morning or later in the day tomorrow. This is thrilling, as always, very, very thrilling. Work tomorrow, work Saturday. So whether there'll be anything remotely interesting for you guys to see tomorrow or Saturday, who knows? Whether there's been anything interesting all week. I think this week's waffle is considerably shorter than last week's. We packed a lot into last week. By the time Tammy had done her walk and everything, and I'd been from a mammogram, and last week was lots of stuff happening week, and I think this week not so much. Birthday steak dinner, Molly, yeah? There we go. Birthday steak dinner. And everybody else gets a little bit too. Yours is coming, Bella, Bella. Bella, there you go, there's yours. And there's Darcy's. Everybody gets a little bit of steak in their dinner for Molly's birthday. Is it nice? Everybody else thinks that's lovely. Molly just bemused. I think it's because it's warm. She doesn't normally have a warm dinner. One almost clean bowl. One almost clean bowl. One probably very clean bowl, but I can't see through Teddy's furry head. Molly's not a fast eater, but she's getting there. My thumb must be a lot better because I was able to cut up that steak. It's aching around the wrist, but the thumb's not too bad. So maybe Mum's tubey grip was magic after all. A very early good morning on Friday. Now I am sometimes out to see the sunset. Look at Molly looking at me leave out the window. I wrapped her up in a blanket before I came out as well. That wasn't a waste of time, was it? Excuse all the rubbish, by the way. Tip run in progress. Oh, the foxes have been through the bins. Yeah, I am sometimes out to see the sun set, but I'm not very often out just when it rises. There's a reason I'm talking in quite in hushed tones. It's only 7:30 in the morning, and Tina has a hospital appointment today at the Heart Institute, and she asked me if I would run her down there before work. So bright and early start today. But first, I'll have to pick up the recycling, aren't I? Thank goodness for wet wipes. Right, Tina should be out at any moment. Good morning. Isn't it bloody chilly? What's the bright light in your front window? Security camera. Oh. There you go. Got Tina on board, and if you're thinking of breaking into her house, she's got security cameras. You've been warned. I've dropped Tina off. Got Tina there on time for her appointment, dropped her off. I'm now driving back up. I'm going to be very early for work, but it's too early really to go home. It's not worth it to go home. Do you know what I mean? If I go home, I'll just disturb the dogs. So I'm driving back up Gloucester Road. I'm taking my time. I'm going to be at work about 45 minutes early at this rate. I suppose maybe I could find a coffee shop, but then by the time you've parked and gone in and faffed about with it, I don't know. Here we are with another thing of Carla not knowing. Luckily, my defective memory kicked back in at the last minute. And I remembered I needed to go to Tesco's, and that was one of the things I planned to do on the way back from dropping Tina off, is stop at Tesco's on the way to work. And luckily this Tesco also has a Costa. That worked out quite well because I'd forgotten that there's a Costa in that Tesco's as well, so I was able to get the couple of bits I needed and have a hot chocolate and a tea cake. And I wouldn't normally eat at this time of day, but having been awake since 6, I quite fancied a tea cake. And I don't have a tea cake very often, especially not toasted. I buy packs of tea cakes occasionally and I butter them and have them like a currant bun, but I very rarely actually bother to toast them because when I put them under the grill at home I usually forget about them and they come out black. But Costa do a perfect toasted tea cake, so I enjoyed that. And now I am off to work. A couple of you have asked again this week what I do for work. People do tend to ask fairly regularly, and I tend to just not reply because it's information I chose not to share when I got my job. Partly because my company has an absolute blanket ban across social media. The only social media the company I work for engage in are the ones that their own social media team orchestrate, and there is a blanket ban of any discussion by staff apart from what is already authorised, and I don't want to jeopardise my position by crossing that line. Also, partly because I am entitled to not share everything about my life if I choose not to, but I do understand that people are curious when you say I'm going to work. They're like, I wonder where you're going. So I'm sorry for your curiosity. I'm sorry for not scratching your itch, so to speak. And essentially I'm in a customer facing role with the emphasis being on customer service. That's there we go. If anything, I've made it more mysterious, and it's not particularly mysterious at all. It's just something that I've chosen not to share. I would say I share 98% of my life. There's a couple of things about me that I don't share because they're intensely private. There's some health stuff that I don't talk about because it is private. There's quite a lot of health stuff that I do freely talk about, and some stuff that there is a plume of smoke on the horizon. I wonder what that is. It's possibly somewhere not having a good day. I don't know what I was saying now. I've got sidetracked by plumes of smoke. I think I was just saying, some things you choose not to share because they are particularly private. There's some stuff that everybody has a right to keep to themselves, I guess. But I share the majority of my life. I'm not particularly private about much. It's just the odd bit that I think I don't need to tell the world that. Anyway, I'm off to work and I will see you guys this evening. I think Lexi is coming this evening, little Lexi. I'm pretty sure today is Friday. We've got to the point where I'm pretty sure today is Friday, although if somebody told me I was wrong, I wouldn't argue very firmly. And if today is Friday, then little Lexi is coming this evening, and I can't remember why. Natalie's at work until gone 8, so if Lexi is coming, she'll be with me. Well, what she'll actually be is probably on the Xbox, isn't it? Let's face it, she won't be sitting staring at me. Right, I'll see you this evening. I thought, I'm in Tammy's room by the way, hence the dwarfs and stuff. I thought that there wasn't going to be much for me to put in the vlog this evening because my legs are bad, and I thought I was going to just come in and go to bed. But Tammy told me the funniest story ever. The lens is filthy. I'm not sure if that's better or not. Tammy told me the funniest story ever, so I brought you in so you can hear it. Okay, Jack and Ori, off we go.
Okay, so going to work, and obviously busy Bristol traffic.
Always.
It's 8:30 in the morning, and I'm going up to the junction, and there's a car in front of me. It's got an L plate on, but it's got an L plate on the wrong way around. So the big bit of the L was at the bottom, and the short end bit of the L, so it went kind of like that. And the car was pulling away from the junction. It stalled, and I'm like, do you know what? It's fine. We were all learners once. Absolutely fine. Car stalled again, and then the occupants inside it started having a bit of an argument. So the woman who was driving the car, who I assumed at the time was the learner, got out and just stormed off. So the guy who was in the passenger seat, he also then got out of the car, and he's just stood there in the middle of the road. So I got out of my car because I was behind him. There's now traffic piling up at the junction behind us. And I said to him, you're going to have to move the car. And he said, I can't. So my first thought was that she'd gone off with the keys. And I was like, okay, you can't move the car. Very, very broken English. He told me that he can't drive. To which I responded, why the in hell are you teaching somebody to drive when you can't drive yourself?
But it gets better. It gets better.
So I said to him, right, you need to move the car because you're completely and utterly blocking the road. You're blocking the junction. So I said to him, right, I will move the car. So I got in the car to start the car up and he got in the passenger seat and he said to me, you're going to have to take me home. To which I replied, no, I am not. He went, but I cannot get the car home. I cannot get home and you need to take me home. I said, the only place I am taking you, mate, is round the corner. So you are no longer blocking the junction and I can go to work. So I just did. I just pulled round and I got out the car and I walked back round to my car and I got in and off I went to work and he's just still sat there in the passenger seat.
Now, it did occur to me that perhaps in some other countries you do not have to have a licence yourself to accompany someone who is learning.
But you do here.
Perhaps the rules are different in other countries and you can just get in a car and have a try. I don't know. But certainly in this country you have to have your own licence before you can accompany someone else who hasn't got theirs.
You have to be over 21, don't you?
Yeah.
You have to have held your licence for more than 3 years. And you have to be insured to take a learner out. They have to be on your insurance.
And irrespective of whether you have all of that in place or not, you certainly cannot expect random strangers to drive you home in your strange car and leave theirs in the road.
The thing is, it's like, yeah, if I'd have driven him home, mine would have been blocking the road.
Yeah.
I'd have been late for work. How was he expecting me to get back from his house?
Which was
to my
God
car,
knows where.
I don't know where. I didn't ask.
I mean, presumably they hadn't got very far.
I would
If
like
she wasn't
to
a very
hope
good
so.
driver.
Yeah, I would like to think.
No, but they must have got some distance, otherwise he'd have been able to walk home.
Yeah.
If they'd only just come round the corner,
That's
he'd have
a
gone,
fair
damn it, I'll have
point.
to walk home.
Yeah.
So if he'd gone, I cannot get home, then presumably they have travelled some distance at that point. I wonder if she's still wandering around out there.
I don't know. But I don't know how he thought I was going to get back to my car.
I don't think he was
taking
bothered.
him home. Yeah, I don't think he cared.
Yeah,
but,
taxi tam. So there we go. I thought I was just going to come home and go to bed and this would be a very boring day of the waffle, but I think that is possibly the best day of the waffle of the week so far.
It was very interesting, definitely interesting. And when you've got two people in the car who don't have a driving licence between them, I'm quite sure it wasn't taxed and insured either. Which also then
Which is exactly what you want to be prancing around Bristol in.
Around Bristol in rush hour traffic is a car that is
In a not taxed, not insured car that doesn't belong to you.
I mean,
with a bloke who doesn't speak your language.
My licence covers me to drive any car anywhere.
With the permission of the owner.
With the permission of the owner. I mean,
which can't have been him. He can't have been the owner because he can't drive.
Yeah,
why would he own a car?
His car, yeah.
Just it gets more and more complicated.
Oh, dearie me. Yeah. But yeah, I didn't.
It could have been some elaborate kidnapping plot. Perhaps this is how they kidnap single lone females, lure them into the car. He could have. What's that stuff that they use? Could have chloroformed you.
Yeah.
Maybe he could drive. Although if he couldn't drive, then he's just stuck with a chloroformed person in the car. Anyway, there you go. There is today's bit of light relief. How do? Do you know, I've spent the entire day thinking it was Friday. And it's not, it's Saturday. The whole day. Like, I don't know what threw me. But the entire day I've been like, right, Saturday tomorrow, then Sunday. No, Saturday today. It's interesting, isn't it? Just finished work, going home. I have to have a shower tonight. Hair is minging. Face is old and grey. All the usual complaints. So I have to have a shower, and I feel like there was something I was meant to... I've got some parcels to do, but I need some stuff from the unit, and that'll be tomorrow. And it won't make any difference to these particular parcels whether I do them tonight or tomorrow, because tomorrow's Sunday. So there's no urgency on them. It's not like they go anywhere any faster on a Sunday. But I feel like I've forgotten something for tonight, and I do not know what it is. I do not know, says a great bell of Bow. It's not the dog walk, I'm not on the dog walk, I know that much. Quite fancy a takeaway. I have been fancying an Indian takeaway, and it's difficult because so many people in my house don't like it. Anthony will not eat, I'm sure I've said this before, but I'll say it again. Anthony will not eat from our local Indian takeaway ever since they gave him food poisoning a long time ago now, probably 10 years ago, but they gave him really bad food poisoning. He ended up in hospital. Now, in defence of them, I should point out that the food poisoning was very much exacerbated by his male idiocy in refusing to drink anything, because there was no point drinking anything because it's just coming straight back out anyway. So he ended up very dehydrated, which of course makes you much iller. So although they did give him food poison, it probably was accelerated by his own behaviour. But yeah, so he won't eat from there at all. I will. I will. You know, these things are sent to try us. And I've had some lovely takeaways from there. But Natalie is not a great fan of Indian food at the best of times. So, yeah. It will depend on what everybody else has already eaten today. I am a few days late doing my Manjaro jab. I missed my jab. Why didn't I do it? I think I forgot to do it one evening, and then I was going to do it the next one. I forgot again, and then gradually it slipped through the week, and I don't know how much of that is, how much of it is genuine forgetfulness and how much of it is subconsciously not wanting to take it, and I don't know why. I've got enough left. I did a video, Nat and I did a video talking about whether we're staying on. Natalie's decided she's done. She still had one full 10mg pen left. I had a full 10mg pen in the fridge, and I've recently ordered a Wegovy. So I've actually got enough product, enough semaglutide product or whatever it is, tirzepatide. Oop, hang on a second, he was coming down quite quickly on my side of the road. Bear with. Now where's he going? Now he's on my side of the road again. Perhaps he's foreign and thinks he's on the other side of the road. Who knows what he thinks? He literally came down on my side of the road and then came around in front of me on my side again. Perhaps he's thinking he's in a different country. I've lost my thread now. Anyway, I've got enough for 3 months, which logically then also gives me 3 months to save up for another pen. So I should be able to keep going a bit longer, especially since I've now just missed a week. So very tired again. Always very tired. Very sleepy. Car boot tomorrow. Don't know what's happening this evening. Tammy is not here. She must still be at work, so I need to leave space for her to get on the driveway, because I had to dash out of the house this morning because I blocked her on the driveway. She needed to go to work. Oopsie. I am out of the shower. This is interesting. I am out of the shower. I am clean and fresh. Natalie and little Lexi went to town today. You hit the pot of gold just the right moment, didn't you? Yeah. Why did she hit the pot of gold just the right moment, Nat?
I happened to be payday yesterday, and she'd been really, really good at school.
She had been really, really good at school.
Really good in school. Completely turned it around, been absolutely smashing it. Golden tickets, homework, been on time, with uniform, with everything correct.
Essentially legend status.
Just too cool.
Okay, so what do legends get when they go to town with their auntie when she's just been paid?
You've left something upstairs for the vlog, haven't you?
She'll be back. She's back. So what is this?
It's my Lego Disney castle.
Yay.
Yay.
You bought that and built it in one day? Lego must be easier these days. I've got them after coconut.
It took her a good couple of hours.
It would have taken me weeks.
You can't see. It doesn't make it more difficult.
Okay, so you got a Lego Disney castle today. What else do you get? That dog looks so uncomfortable.
She put herself there.
That dog looks really annoyed.
What?
Little mini
She's
hall.
really annoyed while she's rehearsing
A new
again.
spray.
A new spray. What spray is it?
The pumpkin
Vile.
one.
Pumpkin?
Would you like to smell?
Took my towel off my head. That's scary, right? Oh, it's okay. It'd be nice in an air freshener. I'm not sure I like it as a perfume, but I'm not a cool kid. What else did you get in your little Primark? Where did you go, Primark?
Yep.
That was dangerous.
We went Superdrug, Primark, Lego Shop. That was actually about it. We didn't hit any. We didn't go in.
I'm not surprised. After Superdrug, Primark and the Lego Shop, there probably wasn't any money left.
I did get the eyebrows done.
Got your eyebrows done. Okay, what else
Some
did you get?
fluffy socks.
Some fluffy socks, and she got me some fluffy socks, which was lovely. I got home and there's fluffy socks on my bed for me. Thank you very much. She's a sweet kid.
Got this stuff because I'm trying to grow my nails.
What is it?
If you take it closer to Carla, she can.
Harden and repair.
Harden and repair.
Base coat, top coat, and treatment all in one. Apparently, there we go. That's that Primark.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
£2.50, I think.
The blue one.
You went for basics, didn't you?
Blue t-shirt. Exactly the same colour as your jumper you're wearing.
She came without a jumper, so she had to wear one of mine.
Another top.
A white t-shirt. Extra small. If you've ever wondered when you stand in Primark looking at the tiny t-shirts and go, who the hell fits this? There you go. It's her
More
and her sister. More fluffy socks.
Yeah.
We didn't leave her out, we did get her a pair of leggings.
Freya's got leggings
Some
apparently.
joggers.
Cool. Oh, that's nice.
So cute. A top.
You managed to stand on the squeaky floorboard. Little racerback top, vest top, is it?
Yep.
Just go under a jumper.
Some leggings.
2 pairs of black leggings.
Yep.
That yours and Freya's, or are they both yours?
With mine. And some new pajamas.
Jim Jams.
She chose those herself. Like straight away, we went in the jammer section. She was like, those ones.
Oh yeah, they're cute. They've got teddies on them.
Yep.
They look like the Harrods teddy bear.
Mm.
Yeah, cute. Lovely haul. Well done, Lex.
Lovely haul.
I love my family. Look, I've got Indian. Aren't they great? Not Indian family, I've got Indian food. Don't let anybody tell you it's not possible to get comfortable on a pile of assorted stuff. Because apparently you just have to dedicate yourself to the cause. You alright there, mate? He's out of it. He is completely zonked. Bear in mind this is the dog that only sleeps for 2 seconds at a time. He'll be up and running again in a minute. He's so cute. There's one there. There's one here with its head under a cushion. I'm not quite sure what that's all about. And there's one there. All I can say is that we must be very boring. Good morning. It's Sunday. We're just at the cash point. Ant's getting his money out. Bella's in the back. I've got Nat with me. We're off to the car boot sale. I straightened my hair this morning. It looked lovely. It's
I did mine
frizzing already.
It's raining.
It looked really nice, and now it's raining, so by the time I get home, that's going to need doing again. Just spotted one of those laundrette things. We're at Morrison's, and over there in the corner is one of those outdoor laundrettes that have recently been popping up places. And I was just thinking, who the heck is using those? But Nat's just said truckers use them, for example. Truckers and van dwellers, and yeah.
Caravanners, and obviously there's not a lot of laundrettes nowadays, so people use...
Yeah.
I could, 20 kilos I could do with that actually.
You can do duvets and things
My
in them, yeah.
mattress topper needs doing it, doesn't fit in ours.
There we go, perhaps we'll bringing it up here. So for anyone who doubts what I say about my hair in the rain, here is the result of walking around in the drizzle for a few minutes, because I've been indoors for most of the car boot. This was sleek, straight and quite presentable when I left the house. Anthony's got himself a couple of Hot Wheels. Natalie's got Darcy a new collar and a bag of food by the looks of things.
And a 3D printed gonk.
And a 3D printed gonk for me, yay. And we've bumped into Josh. Now, what have I done with the keys? We bumped into Josh. I don't see Josh very often anymore. Josh's dad is sadly not well. And now his mum's broken her hand as well, because, you know, heaven forbid that Josh should only look after one of them. Josh's mum and dad are both in different relationships now, so they don't live in the same house, is the point of this. So Josh is trying to care for 2 parents in 2 different houses. And I don't see very much of him anymore. And we just bumped into him, and he has got an hour or so spare, so we're going to go for breakfast. So yay for that. Bella gets to go to Bacon House, which is just about her favourite house.
That is her best house.
And yeah, we get to have a catch up with Josh, so we'll see you there. Josh. A long time no see Josh with toast, because exciting breakfast. Have you got 1 toast and 1 bread?
I didn't want to risk put both back in twice, so I just did the one.
I've got so many parcels. I think I've got 28 items to post out, which sounds marvellous, except that I had learning auctions finish and a lot of them have gone for $2.99 or 99p. So not very exciting from that point of view. And I've got to get a load more out of the loft as well when I get home. Today is definitely parcelling day. Okay, I am home. I've straightened my hair again. I have so many parcels to do. Lexi's been in the loft. She's got down the stuff I needed from the loft. I've got the stuff from the unit. I've got so many parcels to do. And I've also got to record the video from today. And I've actually just had a word with myself and told myself that unless I have cleared this desk, and by clearing it, I mean listed it by next Sunday, and cleared these 2 bags down here that have been waiting to be photographed for nearly a month. Unless I have done that, I cannot go to the car boot sale next Sunday, because the accelerated buying and the decelerated listing have come to a crunch point now, and I cannot carry on like this. So unless I list all this stuff in next week, no car boot next Sunday. I've got to bring myself in hand somewhere. I've got to pull myself in. Right now I'm going to do my parcels. I'll come back to you when they're done. We've got roast dinner cooked by Lex and Nat again. This is going great. You can come every Sunday. We'll have a roast every Sunday. Chef Lexi and Chef Nat on the case. Look at us, we're out after dark again. It's becoming a regular habit. We're going on a mercy mission. Nat's got a dinner on her lap for Debbie Cox was Stacey, because she's not very well. So Nat spoke to her earlier and said, we'll do you a roast dinner round. So we're dropping that off, and then we've got Lex in the back. She's going home, and we're swapping her for the other one. So basically we've used this one up.
Yeah, this one's knackered.
This one's knackered. We've used all as it
on charge.
reserves. It's cooked a dinner. It's going home to go on charge, and we're getting another one now. But the other one on a Sunday night, I've got a feeling that one won't be very charged up either. I've got a feeling when we get the other one, the batteries will be quite low on that one, so it'll probably just go straight to bed. And if you're wondering what the hell I'm on about, we're taking Lexi home and collecting Freya. Freya's staying at ours tonight so that she's local for college in the morning. And we've got to get up really early in the morning because the dogs are going to the groomers. So I'm going to say goodnight to this week's waffle here. Thank you for joining us. I think it's probably shorter and scrappier than last week's was, but that is often going to happen. I will see you guys next week. Take care. Bye for now.